Okay, welcome back. We are going to do the volume of cones. The volume of cones is pretty nice. So remember how we talked about a cylinder before? Okay, there's my cylinder. A cone is just a third of that. So a cone is really, it has the same things. Okay, so the cone is going to use that pi times radius squared times height, but in the end we are going to divide it by 3 because a cone holds a third of the amount of a cylinder. It's kind of hard to see in my picture and I apologize. So we're going to apply the same things. So if we have a cone and we have a radius of 2 and we have a height of 7, I'm going to just list this out for us. Pi is 3.14. My radius is 2, and my height is going to be 7. And remember, we always have to square the radius. So we get 3.14 times 4 times 7, and I'm going to go into my handy dandy calculator. 3.14 times 4 times 7, and we get 87.92. But we can't end there because remember, we also have to divide this by 3 because this is only a third of the volume. It can only hold a third as much as an actual cylinder. So I'm going to take that 87.92. I'm going to divide it by 3. Ooh, and this is going to be a really odd number. So let's just round this. It'll be 29.31 because that 6 next to that 0 makes the hundredths place round up. So we get 29.31, and again, we need that. It's going to be units to the third power. Okay, apologize if you can't see that. So it's going to be units to the third power. So let's try one where we're thinking about how much ice cream, because, you know, there's never a wrong time to think about ice cream. Okay, so if we know that the ice cream cone all the way across is going to be 3 inches, and we know from the top to the bottom is going to be 5 inches, how much ice cream can it hold? Well, let's start with pi, which is 3.14. Then we are going into our radius. Oops, but we have a problem. This isn't the radius. This is the diameter. And then our height is 5. Remember, in order to get the radius, we have to divide it in half, which would give us 1.5. Now, we still have to square the 1.5, which is going to give us 2.25. So then when I multiply everything out, I have that 3.14. I'm going to multiply it by this part because we took our diameter, divided it in half, and then squared it. So we want that 2.25 times 5, and I'm going to get out my handy dandy trusty calculator. 3.14 times 2.25 times 5, and it would help, Miss Curtin, if you would remember that you need to multiply 3.14 times 2.25 times 5. If you've ever had that happen, you understand. So we get 35.325. But because this is a cone, remember, it's only a third as much as the cylinder, so we have to divide it by 3. Don't forget that part. That's really important. So then we're going to take this and divide it by 3, and we get 11.775, or what I might do is round this to 7/8. So 11.78 is going to be units cubed. And this is all there is for cones. We're really just taking everything that we learned about finding the volume of a cylinder, and we're applying it, and then we just divide by 3 at the end. Stay tuned, and we will start doing spheres next.